Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein in the Road to 100, where today we are going to be playing with a very suboptimal blood code of Caster.
Double checking everything?
I am showing off the inadequacies of this setup. So you'll notice here that the raw stats of Caster are pretty pathetic. We've got a vitality of E+, a fortitude of E+, a strength of D+, a dex of C, a mind and willpower of B and B+, respectively. And so this is a pretty horrible blood code, all things considered. Now, you could go for a fortified version here, because you do have just enough weight if you're trying to, but the whole point behind the Brionac for most cases is drain, and so we are going to be capitalizing on, you know, what Caster actually has to offer, which is basically willpower. It does have a little bit of mind, and we could, if we really wanted to, go for Bridge to Glory and go for some extra damage here with something like the Ivory Grace or the Snowy Elegance here, and we could get some, you know, extra damage if we want to and be quick mobility. But what we need to be doing, hello Eva, is just a lot of fire damage. And so with the Caster blood code, we have an A in willpower right now, so it will not seem like we are at a disadvantage. However, when we start actually attacking enemies and getting hit, it's going to look very horrible for us, because we will be pretty much eradicated immediately. So you can see here that we absolutely have, you know, all kinds of damage here, and so we're able to do all kinds of stuff, you know, to actually attack these guys. Ouch. But the reality is that, you know, we can actually do a lot of damage, but we don't. Okay, some reason Eva's just killing things, and we don't really have a lot of ability to engage until we actually strike the enemy. Nope. But once we have the chance here, once we have the chance to actually attack the enemy, we are completely able to shred them, and it kind of looks like we don't really have a problem here with this setup or anything, but it really is a huge problem. Okay, we can't reach him, but the cool thing is that because we do have an A in our abilities here, we are absolutely able to kind of hang with the big time here, just because of the fact that we have a huge amount of willpower. But the reality is that even though we have a huge amount of willpower, we don't have really anything else to support that, to back it up, and so we really have to watch, you know, what enemies we go up against and how we engage. You can see that we don't really have any stamina to speak about. We don't really have too much in the way of the defensive department here. But if we are able to have the Ichor to make our defenses real, or to make our offensive power real here, we are absolutely able. I mean, 11,000, that is a huge amount of damage that we are able to provide. But the reality is that you saw we got hit by one icicle, and that was more than half our health almost. Or it was about half our health. About 1,300 HP that was stripped away from us instantaneously. And the good thing is that we are using the Sub-Zero Shroud, which does have a 67 ice defense, which is helpful, but we are not invincible by any means. But we just need to be able to actually use, you know, what we have. And backstabs for this build are not exactly ideal. As you can see there, we don't really get back a whole lot of Ichor on a backstab, but it is helpful for, you know, actually... Oh boy. That was weird. So the most important thing is to do, like, actual weapon strikes, so you can get Ichor back from actually doing weapons. That is the most important thing, is that you can actually hit the enemy, because if you can hit the enemy, that means that you are able to get Ichor back very, very easily. Yes. Oh, okay, he's stuck. Yes. Now roll. No roll. And see ya. That's always a fun one. See, we get how much Ichor back? Oh, from attacking these guys. And we took one hit and we're pretty much dead. So that is our downfall, is that we just can't take the damage. So it's very, very, very important that we keep our gifts up and we keep our actual weapon strong here to attack the enemy, to make sure that we have plenty of Ichor along the way. But as you'll notice, we really don't have any kind of ability here to, you know, kind of keep up with everything unless we are striking with our weapon. And if we are striking with our weapon, then we are actually able to, you know, get enough Ichor back so we can use our gifts. Okay, but I guess Eva is just really hard up for some super damage here. So she's like killing everything in her sights, which is great. Okay. We will let him do that. Whoops, I wasn't even close to him. Whoops. Okay. Thank you, Eva. Okay, let's not get hit again. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Whew. That was very, very, very close. And you can see the vitality weakness here that we have. We just cannot deal anything with any kind of vitality, because as soon as we get into a pinch with any kind of problems here, we are extremely ruined very, very, very quickly. You can see even just the regular basic lost, they put us down pretty hard just from the fact of getting hit once or twice. So that is really, really, really problematic that we have here, is that if we are tagged in any serious altercation, we just simply fold like a piece of paper and we are just completely gone. There's no hope for us to come back from any kind of thing like that where we try and stand toe-to-toe with the enemy. We have to be able to strike the enemy and we have to be able to dodge effectively, but since we have a fortitude of E plus, we have very, very, very low stamina at 216. That is enough for, like, you know, a couple of attacks, but fortunately we have so much Ichor recovery in our build because of the double gifts here on our blade. We have huge amounts of Ichor recovery. Then we only have to strike the enemy once or twice, which is really nice. Okay, let's let him do whatever there. Ouch. Oh, okay. I did not see him hitting me. Okay, let's heal while we can. Okay, and let's go for a speed and Ichor. Oh boy. There goes the shield. And here comes the slam. Oh, there goes Eva. Oh boy, look at that. That is massive, massive damage. So we gotta try and heal in between here. Oh boy. We might be dead. Okay, heal. Okay, back up and heal again. So you can see just how... Oh, what? Just how devastating it is to not have the ability... Okay, you win this one, Nicola. You can see just how devastating it is to get hit with a vitality of E+. Absolutely horrible. We just cannot... We can't actually withstand it almost at all. And we have to have... you know, methods where we are able to get into the fight quickly and easily. Okay, we will use this guy to load up on Ichor here, and so will Eva. So we'll keep that going. She gave him the what for, which is nice, and now we can actually get free Ichor before the fight starts. Okay. All right. Okay, that was a very, very good turn of events there. So we'll let him explode. Wow, Eva dodged it. That's pretty amazing. Okay, there you go. That is a much more realistic version of just how fast you can go through bosses if you are built well enough. Even with this is probably the absolute worst blood code in the game. I think it is on my spreadsheet. I think I've scored it as like a 14.5 or something out of like 20, and so it is like the lowest that you can possibly have in Vayne. Let me check here real quick. Oh, it's a 14, so it's even lower than what I thought it was. And so it's just completely at the bottom ranks of what this blood code has to offer. And it has to do a lot with the stamina being very low, having pretty awful stats everywhere except for willpower and mind, and the defenses are not that great because your vitality and fortitude are so low. So keep that in mind. But if you're going for caster, I mean, you can see that even with what we are going for here, we have how much Ichor recovery do we have here? We're at a 3.77, which is pretty crazy. And if we wanted to, we could go for Eva as well. And that is something that we did not do, and that puts us up to a 5.86, which is absolutely ridiculous. And we have a huge amount of dark value now, 2388, which, you know, six and a half times for Walpurgis Fire, and so we could go very high with this build if we really wanted to or needed to. But most of the time, you know, this is the bottom of the barrel here. So anyways, at least you can see here at total way end game, it can still be viable if you are built correctly, because it's all in the creativity of how you make the build. So anyways, hopefully you learned something here about caster, and thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye.